that everybody at home is thinking is that this style requires actual intoxication, for lack of a better term. We are underway. Ball comes into Alessandro Canali. Canali fires it in. Shot is saved. Canali out of Venice, California. If you happen to go around the beaches and are there to spectate any of the pickup games, you may in fact see Canali competing there. He does that more for fun, as when it comes to this lovely game. Shot fired in. Just ding-dongs off the post. Ever so close to being the first goal that we've seen here. The man from the German national futsal team shot well above the crossbar. But you can just see how quick and relentless that attack of FC Roha Eagles is. That's Dennis Hoja. Played for clubs such as FC Kreuzlingen, Sudstern Singen, FC 04 Singen. Canali up top, threading through with some fancy maneuvering, was Luca Diaz. Set piece opportunity here as we are approaching the halfway mark here on field 5. A lot on the line. Knockout phase. Neither of these teams want to go home. Who'd want to when there's $1 million on the line? Pass into Canali. Canali also collegiately played for UC San Diego. Member of the United States men's national beach soccer team. Luca Diaz with the strip. That's going to be a foul on Eagles number 72. Yassine Sideri. Sideri competing with the likes of FC Kunis, FC Pristina Bern, and FC Bosporu.
Drunken Monkeys with the free kick.
A lot of these clubs, futsal clubs, a lot of them in the beautiful country of Switzerland. Swiss are efficient at a lot of things. Clocks, chocolate, and futsalers. As that attempt goes directly into the mittens. Just look at how relentless the defense has been. Numbers 3-on-2. Plavci with a shot, saved. Miguel Hernandez outstretched, gets his paws all over it. Excellent save. Plavci with the set piece. You see him wearing that neon captain band. Over to Jan. Little on the older side. Boys clown on the fact that he's 36 years old, but still fitter than most players on the team. Space opportunity and a save made. Miguel Hernandez being tested. And he's been shining very brightly here on field 5. The former Portland Pilot flying all over the goal. As far as the spacing is concerned, looking at 6.5 feet from top to bottom, 18.5 feet wide of that goal. So a much smaller target than your traditional one, but of course we're on a much smaller pitch. Quick play in Ak. Looking for a handball, not sure why. Canali battling for it. So, slightly delayed whistle. As Sideri went down, was looking over at the official, yelling ref. Can the Eagles strike before heading into halftime? They certainly have had their moments. Mohamed Souza, part of the German futsal national team. Is he going to fire it in or dump it off to one of his teammates? He does. To the Eagles' leading scorer. Quick cut in. Into the box it goes, the shot. And there we see how the Monkeys have completely compacted themselves into the box. So while Hernandez has been making his saves, his teammates have also been helping him out. There are a lot of keepers not named Miguel Hernandez that are up there as far as your saves category is concerned, but when a keeper has all the saves in a tournament, what that tells me is his back line isn't necessarily helping him out as much. It's great to have that stat, but they're conceding a lot of goals. What in the world does that even matter? Under 120 ticks of the game clock. Cross into the box, the header. What a save! Hoja, another opportunity. So we've had spectacular saves by each keeper.
FC Roha.
Hoja for the FC Roha Eagles. And, of course, Miguel Hernandez
1.5 minutes left in
for the
first half.
Drunken Monkeys. You can see Everton Moreira, the Drunken Monkeys coach, thinking that he would have had his team strike first. And that corner goes nowhere as the Eagles regain possession. We're approaching that 60-second mark here. Substitutions in, practically a line change for the Eagles.
1 minute remaining in half number one.
What a battle, no call. Into the box, shot off of the crossbar. Ding dong, ring-a-ling-a-ling, hello. Might have to look over at that woodwork, get a painter out there, chip and paint right off. And a very close call as fans of the Drunken Monkeys around here sigh of relief. Saw the big-bodied Harris Hosseini wearing the number 9 absolutely take down the man that was marking him. Harris competed in Germany with the likes of Eintracht Braunschweig and SSV Jan Regensburg. Regensburg, a quaint, beautiful little city. Had the opportunity of visiting it a time or two. As that one goes well into the trees. Wondering if the beasts that are surrounding these forests are going to get to enjoy their own version of a TST. We've seen a lot of those size 5 miter balls head into the woods. Speaking of which, there's our opportunity to shout out Miter, the official ball supplier of the TST. Now, folks, the official blows his whistle indicating the end of the first half. So we head into our break with the score 0-0. Sarvas is going to be very happy, Dad, as his son, I know, got in to Harvard. Canali looking to kick through, shot, and a goal! Finding the back of the net for the first time is the Drunken Monkeys. It is now 1-0. So the official having a conversation with Luca Diaz, telling him, we just gave you a yellow. Stop talking, that's not smart. Oh, that one comes loose. Shot, another save. The Eagles were knocking on the Monkeys' door, but he kept going. He didn't fall down. There he is. Can he get one back? Poached through, shot, and he scores! Denied moments ago by Miguel Hernandez, but not to be denied there. That one well above the crossbar. And so the former Irvine striker blasts one that above the crossbar, elevates it. Now, if that was a traditional sized goal, that might have went through. Hoja had his teammate Amar Setchik in the midfield open. Number 7 Amar played in the Icon League, DNA Athletics, Kings World Cup. Also at the Stuttgart Kickers. All right, some German Bundesliga 3 action going. Well, they don't call it the Dritte. And if he was trying to look for the uprights, he would have scored 3 points there if he was playing in the NFL. But in that case, he was well off target. To quote the great late, rest in peace, Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. Sarvas. The shot saved by Hoja. Pedro Santos over to Sarvas. Sarvas. Sarvas shot. He scores! Marcelo Sarvas took his time, found his space. He beats Hoja. And you know who else gets beat? FC Roha Eagles.